Hello, good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your ongoing support of the last video that I uploaded for the High Rocks. A bit of a new experience in today's video. Both myself and my lad are going to take on something called the Deka Mile, which is a Spartan event, and I think really it's an event that is a little bit, I suppose it's a bit of a newer event because it's affiliated with Spartan. It can be run in local gyms, so I actually took part in Clitheroe, CrossFit, shout out to CrossFit Clitheroe for hosting the event. It was very well run. It was an excellent event, and I actually had the brilliant experience of being able to do it alongside my son in the same wave. So my son Archie is 14 and decided that he wanted to take on the men's event alongside me in the same wave. So although we weren't really in competition, there was a healthy amount of competitive spirit, let's just say, before the start. And you'll see from some of the videos, it's an extremely tough event. To give you some description, the Deka Mile event is effectively, it's a mile of running in total, but that is in 160 meter segments. And in between, so you've got 10 160 meter segments, and separated between all of those 10 is an individual fitness station. So I'll try and go through that in the video and let me know your thoughts. It's certainly an unbelievable experience for me to be able to do it alongside my son. The experience poured out at the very end. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments in the video, and let's get into it. Welcome to Deka. It's me and Daisy, and this is the Deka event. It is chaos. It's in a small gym in Clitheroe. Welcome to Deka Fit. Next time you see me, you'll see me on the exercises. Bye. So we're into station one. I'm with my silly hat on. Archie is next to me in the blue t-shirt. This is something that I've never used before, the RAM. I believe it's 25-30 kilos, and you're going to do 30 reps of this. So it's stumble, but it's it's a tough start, and I felt like after completing these, I felt like my legs were already gone, and I'm like, what, 20-30 seconds into the exercise? I've done a 160 meter run, I've done the lunges, and then I was walking on eggshells on the way out of here. Exercise done. So like I said, legs were already a little bit shaky. Just to describe this 160 meter run, I'd come outside, and then effectively you're running all the way uphill till you get to a cone. Then it's a 20-degree incline, so it's a really tough run up the hill and then back down. Archie's away as well, so he's trying to chase me down. Station 2. Now, you probably saw the beginning of me coming in. Probably took about 30 seconds to get my feet into the, I don't know if a child had been on it before, because there was a kids weighted event just before. I really struggled to get my feet into the foot securing sort of device. Managed to get going, Archie caught right up to me and was on the rower. And you may see me just look to my look to my left and say to him, look, just control your pace. He was adamant that he wanted to catch up to me. Bless him. Station 3, which is the box step overs. So this is a really awkward one really. I mean, you see the pros and they sort of jump on sideways and step over sideways. Both feet have got to touch the box, both feet have got to touch the floor on either side. So I was just taking it a little bit slower. Archie seems to be flying through this and catching back up to me. So the race is definitely on at this stage, even though it wasn't a race. You know, we're up against each other, but we're up against the timer. So he's doing really well. I'm just concerned that he's going to redline too quickly, but I'm more concerned about my own red line at this stage. So for the first time, he's overtaken me on the run. And he's an absolute trooper, he's a machine. And bearing in mind, just to give you some context, so as you can probably tell by the size of me, I'm 6 foot, mid 93 kilos I think. He's about 5'9", and about maybe 67, 69 kilos. So I would expect him to be a little bit quicker on the runs, but the heavier men's weights that we're taking on here, I would expect it to be a little bit tougher towards the end. So, keep going, Archie.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, get higher, Archie. 13, higher. Sorry.
Alright, no.
At this stage, I also want to give a massive shout out to my wonderful mum, Jackie, who was there to look after my little girl. But also she was adamant that she wanted to do some recording for me. So without her, the footage wouldn't have existed. So, big up Jackie, big up Mama. Thank you very much. And we're into station 4, which is the ski erg, 500 meter ski erg. Archie again still remains in front of me at this point. The ski erg is really taxing. We're both already at the red line sort of stage now, but I think ultimately my technique is a little bit stronger. He's doing really well. His stroke rate is significantly quicker than mine, but ultimately I think just due to size and power really more than anything, managed to catch up to him and sort of slightly overtake him at this point.
Lady, stay there.
Into station 5, I managed to get a little bit of a lead leaving the ski erg, and then we come into farmer's carry, so 100 meters, 10 meters each way. Archie gets off to an absolute flyer. To give you some idea, context wise, these are 27.5 kilos each, so effectively, this is a big chunk of weight compared to Archie's actual size. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I suppose, for me. But this is a real struggle for him, and I can see that this is, grimace on his face throughout to get through it. And ultimately it means that I've managed to just get past him towards the tail end of this event, just not based on anything other than I suppose just strength and determination, but he got through it, and I'm mega proud of him. station 6, which is the air bike, 25 cals on the air bike, and this is literally my favourite part of the whole experience, was to just watch my little 4-year-old just letting the wind blow her away and effectively just enjoying it and watching her dad, and it's just I mean, it's just a heartwarming experience for me just to see her like taking it all in and just enjoying the experience. Such a nice thing to do. Just a little bit of a mishap with the drink, but Archie, because he's at that sort of red line phase like me, needed to get some fluids on, and again, you know, this just makes the video all worthwhile and the experience all worthwhile, to be able to sit next to him halfway through the event and just be pedaling away on a machine. You know, it's I'm trying my best to sort of keep him a little bit more controlled in his approach. And probably see that both of us have maybe not got the seat high enough. So I think this was really burning towards the end for me, because I didn't have the seat high enough, and I think for him as well. Station 7 is the shoulder ball throwover thing. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but effectively it's a bit like Atlas stones, but you know, this is a 30 kilo weight. You've got to throw it over your shoulder 20 times, I believe. My judge, and a big shout out to my judge, she was super, really encouraging, and the judge for Archie was just absolutely, just unbelievably good. You know, just encouraged him where he needed it, you know, pushed him when he needed it. Just again, you know, a massive shout out to the judging. You know, it was super throughout. That's the chap there in the green shirt. You know, just a brilliant experience. You know, this is tough to get through these 20. But obviously, you'll see it's tougher for Archie, because he's got to get them to his midriff and then bounce them up. And again, shout out to his judge with the green shirt. I'm not sure of his name, but he gave him a different technique, and he just seems to sail through it then after changing his technique slightly. So you'll see that I'm just about to leave over Archie's left shoulder now. He's I suppose towards the tail end of his exercises. Now, as I'm leaving, I'm having to walk just to get out, and then I set off in the background there. I'm already at my red line. I've got a warning on my watch saying that my heart rate had reached sort of 180, 185. So just really, really tough. But again, you've just got to keep through it. And I think this event is more about getting to that sort of lactate threshold and how long you can maintain it. You know, and Archie, just look at him. I mean, just an absolute trooper. That's a 30 kilo ball. It's more than around half his body weight. You know, a lot of the people from the gym are stopping to sort of watch him, and it's just an absolute machine. And we're into the penultimate station. My mum was recording Archie finishing his balls over the shoulder exercise, but this is a new machine. So this is effectively, it's a sled push, sled pull, but it's combined together. So you've got again 10 lengths, but you're pushing it one way and then you're pulling it the other way. I think it's like a resistance truck sort of contraption. I'm not quite sure what the name of it is. But effectively, push it one way, pull it back, and you do that 5 times over. The actual resistance on it felt pretty all right, you know, and I think both myself and Archie said after we'd finished the event that, you know, it was easier than we expected, so which is what we needed probably at that time after the last exercise. Coming into the final station now, just coming through that sort of overhead door. The last station is burpees, but you're using a ram, so it's you can see it there, that circular device. So I think it weighs 20-25 kilos. So you're going to drop down, chest to the ram, and then burpee up, and then back above head. So it's pretty tough. I mean, in terms of when I've practiced this at the gym with the sandbags, but it's ultimately it's pretty tough just because the weight of it. You've got to drop it down, keep hold of it, press it down to your chest, etc. And the lady actually said to me, "Can you press it, fully above your head?" Now that I didn't see that in the rules, but I had to end up saying to her because I've got a pretty nasty elbow injury there on my left arm, as you can probably see, that I can't fully press it above my head because I can't straighten my left arm. But we got through it. At this point, flattening on the red line. Little girl's trying to encourage me. My mum's obviously trying to encourage me. It's tough. It's really tough. But we're coming into the finish now. I just can't wait to get it done. And ultimately, I keep looking through the doors just to see if I can see Archie coming in, because he's about to get onto the lunges as well. But he's just leaving the last run, and I'm taking, let's just say, a little bit of a break. That's why I've got my hands on my knees. I'm asking for the time. She gives me the time. It's under where I wanted it to be, which is good. But obviously at this point, I'm trying to get my breath back. I come round, actually take the camera from my wonderful mum to finish the recording for Archie. At this point, I think he's maybe 6 or 7 burpees in. I think he was getting a little bit of assistance from his judge, because he is knees down while he's doing his burpee, as you'll probably see here. So it's maybe not quite as efficient, but I think the judge was pretty lenient with him. He's right at the very sort of upper end of how much he's capable of. This again, for a bit more context, this is a heavy weight for him to get above his head. And there's some great photos that I've got. As you can see in the background there, there's my wonderful fretting mother in the background, so she's there. And he's, like I said, I'm so proud of him to get through this. We're right at the end. Bless the judge to the right, who's having to wipe up all of the a little bit of sweat from me after completing mine. But what can I say? It's a phenomenal experience, and to watch, to do it alongside my son is even better.
Yes. 2 to go.
So at this point, you could probably just hear me shouting that he's got 2 to go. So I'm going to make my way around, hand the camera back to my mum so that I can just let the emotion pour out with him. I was so proud to see him finish it. So what a feeling to see, for me to do it, but also for him to do it. My mum's crying at this point, by the way. We both finished it. I think my time was 29:07. Archie was about 32:25, something like that. Just a massive great achievement for him, for me. So chuffed for him. And thanks again for taking the time to watch the channel, watch the video. Great experience. Can't recommend it enough, especially if you're especially if you're struggling to get like a ticket for High Rocks. This is a great, I suppose, open event that anybody is invited to. You can go to any of these. There's lots of them. You go onto the Deka website and look at any of the affiliated gyms. So a massive shout out to CrossFit Clitheroe as well. But again, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thanks again.